Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the
It's been a back-and-forth series so far, and a capacity crowd is on hand to see if their guys can fight to live another day. It's Game 5 of the National League Division Series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harrelson, Steve Lyons. And Steve, this is still anyone's series as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be so sorry to see this series end. I mean, it's been a classic struggle. Offense one night, pitching the next night. We knew coming in that these teams matched up pretty well. But now tied at 2-2, well, it's all going to come down to Game 5 to decide the winner. And I think that's exactly what we hoped for all along.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Steve, what are they going to rely on as they try to win this one and stay alive?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Jake Arrieta gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, was not real effective in his last start. Gave up 5 earned runs. Going to have to try to limit that here in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. You can go get him with the best of anyone.
Odubel Herrera heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 37.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one.
First pitch, 7:05.
Arrieta gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side. Zobrist is able to get there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second here tonight, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Nolan Arenado will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's running towards second. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is various moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he reaches for one, but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Rockies are down quietly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I'm definitely pretty excited about seeing Addison Russell play. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Yu Darvish will do the pitching in hostile territory here in Game 5. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, in his last time out, he gave him 7 strong innings. Got his ball club to win. They'll take that again from him here.
And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Charlie Blackmon is one of the most efficient route-running outfielders in the game. You combine that with his great speed, it allows him to cut down deep fly balls in the gap. And he's routinely robbing extra base hits, preventing run-scoring plays, and helping that pitching staff avoid long innings.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. The pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Batting second, third baseman, Chris.
Into the box, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that misses 2-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away now, let's have a look at our playoff tree. And as this series continues, meanwhile, the Giants have already won their matchup, so they lie in wait on our winner here. Anthony Rizzo gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Another one sent foul. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His first homer here in the series. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there.
Liner towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Carlos Gonzalez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit here to open up the second.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Number 27 stands in. Arrieta sets. First pitch on the way. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Arrieta is there, and he'll bring this one in. Victor Martinez will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
He pulls this one into right, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
And these guys know that if you're going to get to a pitch like this, you got to get to him early. Well, once he settles in, he can be really tough. But they've got 2 on against him now and only 1 out.
So striding in, Brian Pena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. On the ground up the middle. Russell ranging to his right. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 1 and the Rockies nothing. Addison Russell will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, nothing comes easy when this guy's out there on the mound. Those are 2 perfect pitches on the outside corner.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1.
Nope.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hey. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Ready with the 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Ben Zobrist takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Ichiro Suzuki is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Number 52, Ichiro Suzuki.
Arrieta into the windup. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Yu Darvish steps into the box.
Yu Darvish.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. One out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Second baseman,
Odubel Herrera will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail this one 1-0. Jake Arrieta digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Let's get in tight to take a look at the grip there on that last curveball. You can see by his fingers, this is going to be more of an overhand curve, and he'll just sort of pull down on it like he's pulling down a curtain.
Shane Victorino is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a 2-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed by Victorino as he can't connect, and there are 2 gone now.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough for trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single. Chris Bryant stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Ball 1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Shot towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Charlie Blackmon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. But this is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Nolan Arenado gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Now, here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Pitch outside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
Here it comes on 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first 2 innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or 2.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. On Victorino's throw is there. He's gone trying to score.
Now batting.
So stepping in, number 27, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Hayward, still ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he will beat the throw as he gets his foot in there, safe at the plate.
Well, you accomplished 2 things on that last swing. Number 1, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Now at the plate, Victor Martinez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Kyle Schwarber will dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pereira will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Brian Pena heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, Brian Pena.
Arrieta is ready. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's one thing about having a switch hitting catcher in the lineup. This guy causes so many matchup problems. Comes through with a solid single here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here.
Taking a little bit of a risk right here, but you can see how quickly he bounces off the mound, spins around, and gets the lead man at second.
Stepping in now, Yu Darvish. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. And Ichiro's running. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it won't be in time as Ichiro's able to take second with ease. 1 run, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
When you're talking about guys that throw a good slider, it's not necessarily the movement you're talking about. It's the late movement. I mean, here he goes to offer at this thing, and it's just not there anymore.
Hit back up the middle. Russell has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Ichiro sprinting after it, and this will wind up a foul ball. This is pulled into right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The
pitcher, Jake Arrieta, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Now batting,
Shane Victorino comes to the plate last time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. Hit down the line at first. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. And this is taken by Victorino to even the count at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Obviously, the last thing you want to do here is load the bases when you've got that guy on deck.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Hard hit ball to second. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
That was one heck of a battle there at the plate. You know, the more pitches you see in an at-bat, the more likely you're going to get something good. Delivers a sharp single there.
Jason Hayward is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. He'll come to the plate with it, and they finally get an out here as he's forced at the plate.
Well, that's pretty smart, I think, right there. This ball's not hit all that sharply, so I just don't think there's time to go second to first and get the double play that way. So if you can only get one out, you've got to come home and get the force out at the plate. So that's a pretty heads-up play.
Chris Bryant steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score two.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
First baseman number
Anthony Rizzo digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fifth. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 2 and the Rockies 1. Charlie Blackmon will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Line towards center field. Victorino patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
the batter, number
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. That sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Nolan Arenado comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. There's Carlos Gonzalez. He waits on deck. And, they won't let him walk that easily as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
First pitch on its way. Carlos Gonzalez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Number 27 will dig in. Hit a sacrifice fly earlier. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Clearly no intent with 2 strikes, but you've got to make sure that pitch doesn't get away from him.
Hit hard to the right side. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Kyle Schwarber will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Nope.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
A quick out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Addison Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Miguel Montero comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Darvish a check on first, and he's back easily. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. To short, reined in. 1 there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We're on to the 7th inning now in the deciding Game 5. It's the Cubs 2 and the Rockies 1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Brian Pena.
At the plate, Brian Pena, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. He tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
There to play it is Victorino, and that's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 52.
Ichiro Suzuki stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Zobrist has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ben Zobrist steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Second baseman.
Ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Jake Arrieta will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Bounced weakly near the plate, but it gets foul. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting. Center
Shane Victorino will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Hit on the ground is short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order. They lead it. Steve Lombardozzi will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's a high pop-up. Bryant is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for Colorado.
Odubel Herrera will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2-0 now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Line to the right side. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Yeah, 1-out base runner for him right here, and that's something they hadn't had for a little while, as that's going to break a streak of 6 in a row that he had retired prior to this base hit.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Neil Ramirez will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Neil Ramirez.
Charlie Blackmon will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ball 2 now.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Russell into shallow center, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So a big moment here, and standing in, Nolan Arenado. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Here's the 0-1. Runner's going. Pitch outside. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. 2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, as the Rockies move out in front now, a 3-2 lead.
When you're pitching this deep into a ball game and give up a home run like that, you got to be kicking yourself. There's no way that you can give up those kind of home runs. You got to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. Right side. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 3-2 Colorado. Rex Brothers is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 0-1 delivery. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Bryant earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1-2, here it comes. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Right side, hit hard. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
First baseman number 40.
Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now batting.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Hit on the ground down the first base line. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. The 5th and final game moves to the 9th inning now. Colorado's out in front, 3. Justin Grimm will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Number 27 will step in, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly thus far.
Well, not an entirely unproductive game for him. A sacrifice fly is as good as a hit, if not better, in my opinion, because you score a run.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Yeah, he just chased out of the zone on that first pitch. This time he started to, but he wisely pulled it back.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, Hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Victorino is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting,
Brian Pena will stand in. He flew out his last time up. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're up 3-2. Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
number 51, Jake McGee.
Addison Russell will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And I think right there, that's what you might call a statement fastball out of the bullpen. Right down the middle, and he's basically saying, hit it if you can.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
And he misses with it 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Ben Zobrist will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. McGee comes set. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is foul near the seats. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And the Rockies have more baseball to play. They're headed to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.